Okay, welcome back. And what we're going to do now is go into Real 3D and work with a program that is used, for DVD clips, for commercials, for creating logos, all sorts of things. And this really is true 3D. But to get there, we're going to go into Cinema 4D, which is part of After Effects. So we'll go File, New. Instead of New Project, we're going to go to Maxon Cinema 4D. And hopefully it'll come up quickly. We're going to call this 4D. And a new interface will come up soon. It's thinking. Okay, here it comes. And this interface is different again, but the logic is still the same. You just have to get comfortable with navigating around a new piece of software. So here it is, and what we're going to first do in here, we're going to jump right into it. So instead of going through each one of these buttons, we're just going to jump right into it. And the first thing is we're going to create a spleen or a spline, and we're going to write. Sometimes it's a little bit sticky. Come on, baby. I never behave. Come on. There we go. So this sort of operates a little bit like Illustrator in that when you use the pen tool, you're marking points in space, and you do that with the Bezier and linear and cubic. But we're going to write text in here this time. And we've got text, but we'll go to the object property and we'll rename this 4D. Oops, 4D. And if I go to the selection tool, it will come up as 4D. All right, we've got our world axes. So we've got our Y, our Z, and our X. But what we're going to do now is actually make it into a 3D object. And where we go next is we're going to use an extrude tool. And we also have to make this a child parent. So we've got to put the text into extrude, so that's the parent, and the text comes out. So now we can work in extrude, which is the parent, and we're going to move this back. So we're going to increase the size, and it starts pushing it out. Okay, and that when it looks good to you, that's good to go. We should be able to rotate this around, but not happening. Okay, and again, we can use the different axes if we wanted to make things, space them out, or if we want to make them taller along the Y-axis. Okay, so that looks good. We could rotate it around. We could put some cameras in. We can use the move tool. We could scale it, rotate it, all similar to the other objects. But what I'd like to do right now is put some color into this. So we can go down to Create, and we could look at Load Parent Material Presets. So it's Light, Materials, and we've got a whole selection of different types of layers or materials that we can apply to this. So we've got fabrics, fire, glass, wood, but let's go up to glass, and we'll put a nice simple blue glass on this object. So it won't look like much in the beginning. Now it's down here, and all we do is we drag it onto the stage. Now if we want to look at it, we're going to press Preview, which is, we could look at it in a render view, so it just renders what's currently active, so we can see what that looks like. Okay, it's not perfect, but that'll do. If we wanted to maybe look at a different color, we'll get rid of this. So we'll delete that, and let's find something else that might really pop out. So we go to light materials. What about effects? Let's try a bubble orange. Okay, so it comes up in your materials panel over here, and also down here. So let's just drag that on, see what it looks like. So we'll go to a render view. So it hasn't really rendered yet. Okay, now you could probably play around with those colors, but we'll just leave it at that. So if you could try this exercise and have a go and have a play with it, it's very cool.